Alright, so this is the Rammus game where you go 6, 11, and 10. And I get to flame our support too. Okie dokie. So we start red. And we go to chickens. Okie dokie. To wolves and blue. Standard shit. We scroll off you because we're trolling. And, yeah, you could probably look for this mid gank. It's not a bad option. Oh, okay. That's a really early flash, but sure. Bot lane's trolling. That sounds about right. Mm. Your mid laner lives, so that's fine. Uh, what the hell is their mid laner doing? No, that's good. I mean, you punished him for trolling, so walk up to their tower with no flash. I mean, you also passed over 2 wards, so I don't really know. He's not okay. Okay, so um, uh, you just kind of flashed for nothing. Um, be a little different if you had Q up or E up or something, but flash auto on Rammus is it's not the tag. So yeah, I would not be looking to gank right now. I'd rather get Krugs and reset, but that's what we're doing. Bot lane's still trolling. He feels good, man. So Krugs to reset. And then what do we buy? We buy the Bomby Sender and Boots. Okay, that's fine. And a control word. I like it. So, okay, you don't get anything top. That's a good look there. Not much else you can really be doing. You get the ult out of swing. You back off. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Whoa. That is a wild play. And this is where it hurts that you don't have your flash still. That flash auto on a Moo feels good, man. So you get blue smite, cloth armor. Makes sense. Oops. if you're not gonna go straight to Scuttle, I would have gone to Wolves before you went to anything. But so you don't check the Krugs, so you kind of just end up wandering around here for a little while. You get her flash. Shouldn't smite her after she flashes, though. Okie dokie then. Okay. So, I mean, okay. So, right here, I mean, you see the pike. Pike just ease away from you. Just don't step into it. I mean, you could bonk a moo from over here. I mean, instead you walk into it and get stunned, and this is actually what gets you killed, because if you don't get stunned, then you have a chance to get away. Also, they have to funnel into you. I don't know. I just, you just walked into a pike stun for no reason. And then your team tries to funnel back into Dragon Pit for some unholy reason, so. Okay, so you go for the full clear. Probably what you need to do, honestly. Whoa. That is ambitious. Okay, so I understand why you're here. God, I'm tired. But, you might have rolled in a little too early. I mean, you just roll in a tiny bit later, then you can probably kill that Amumu and not die. Which, I mean, going 1 for 1 is okay, but you'd obviously like to go 0 for 1. Be ideal. Ooh. Oh god. Alright, so I have no idea what you did because I was on the wrong camera, so it's fun. So I'm gonna assume you guys just get straight to straight to blue and then the rift. Okay. That's fine. It's okay. Your support's getting mugged by the Rift Herald. Shelly's beating her up. Shelly continues to mean mug your fucking support because your support can't dodge. You guys are nuts. But he's bad. Yikes. Well, Morg Flash Pike ult, so it works. I mean, what do you want me to tell you here? I admire the attempt. I understand low health Lucian, but he is a big boy, and he has this thing. Hey, if that Lucian wasn't so big, it would have worked. But he is that big, so. Alright. So you get yoinked into the team and you die. I mean, it makes sense to go for a play, I guess. It's not the worst thing you could have done since they're tower diving. Okay, so you finish your Thorn Mail. You buy a Null Magic. Huh. Not sure about the Null Magic. Maybe you just sit on it. I mean, their AP damage dealers don't really do anything right now. I mean, you guys see them, but you don't see the rest of their team. So, and neither one of you do damage. It's not like you're gonna burst them out. And, yeah, you guys just get blown up. I don't know. That was very overzealous. Like, holy shit. Alright, well. You're not the only one doing it. Okay. Okay. So, this fight here is very weird to start with, but you kind of have fight lines here. Garen is trolling. The Amumu is trolling. Both of these players should die. This Camille is doing absolutely nothing. And you just flashed into what should be a 2v4, but this Camille's not doing anything, so we're going to call it a 2v3. And your Akali is not moving. So, all these things in mind, I would have liked to see you go for the Amumu and just kill him real quick, because I think your Garen's dead no matter what. But choose to go into the back line, you kill Lucian, which is good. It's good. Kaisa has to ulti in because Camille's chasing her and she can't get away. I guess she could have flashed, but Camille would have just follow flashed and killed her, so no, I don't... She can't really do anything else. She either goes in or dies, so... So she goes in, she dies anyway. And your support gets soloed by Camille. So, if you just go for a Mumu there, it's a 1-for-1 trade, and that's the end. But because you flash in, it's an ace for them. And it's 2 for 5. Because right there, you had the option to either continue the fight or disengage it, and your option was to not trade in Thirsh. So, the more fed team won. Let's see, roll on up here. Chase really hard. I mean, you actually don't kill it. But, I don't know, that chase is super hard. So, you lose Baron. Not surprising when you die like that. Looking like my jungler's out here in solo queue. Okay, see, that's the kind of shit right there. You just CC the enter, let him die, and then your support ends you. Your Kaisa doesn't want to hit the Lucian. Happens to the best of us. I also don't like hitting priority targets. But, I mean, you played that fight about as well as you could. It's just, you guys are behind as fuck. Okay. Don't know why I'm on directed camera, but it's okay. So, you Kaiser trolls. And then you troll as well. One troll does not equal two trolls. All I'm saying is if she ends, don't tend with her. I mean, especially in a case like that where she's already dead. It's not like you could save her there. She just killed herself and then you killed yourself after. She gonna collect the pike. That's good. That's a good pick. Amumu's pretty overzealous, but yeah, you're gonna die for that. Expected. You guys just lose the game there. Yes. Well, yes. Probably didn't have to, but you did. So, okay. Let me start by saying that your bot lane died at 3 minutes. So I understand why you didn't gank bot. But I will say that bot lane is the easiest lane to gank out of all of these. Except for Swain after Akali hits 6. But this lane has a tendency to go in. So you not focusing bot at all kind of sucks here. Because these two just want to all in. Like the whole game. And if you don't put any pressure on them, they'll do it. Number 2. What the fuck is this item? I mean, in the other game with Heimerdinger, it was good, because Heimerdinger's turrets count for the passive. But this shit, I mean, what are you reducing? A Mumu, a Mumu W? A Mumu W? I, it, it hurts, I guess, but he's he's got to be standing on top of you. I would have rather seen an Abyssal Mask to help your Kai'Sa out, or a Zeke's, or a Locket even. I mean, there's a lot of options here, but this is probably not the one. This is probably not the one. And besides that, I mean, you guys all died a fuck ton, but there was this fight over here where you chose to go backline instead of peeling for Kai'Sa. I mean, I understand she's underfed, and I understand the hyphy plays are fun, but there's a time and place for hyphy plays, and it's not when your Kai'Sa's getting soloed out by a Camille. Uh, your early game pathing wasn't really that bad. I mean, you cleared out all the camp. She took the Scuttle Crab. Like I said, your bot lane died at 3 minutes, so that kind of sucks. Then you got Swain's flash mid, which was fine. If I were you, I would have just played around bot and mid, because there's no way in hell you should be able to gank top lane. But it didn't matter, because your Garen didn't hold down the fort, so no bueno up there. Yeah, I don't know. This game, This game you definitely needed to be more bot centric than you were, even if your bot lane was kind of feeding. If you had you'd come down like right after the double kill or something and tried to get them back in the game, it might have worked. I think that's about it, really. There's the biggest mistakes that I see are the ones that are just like, here you had a chance to go 1 for 1, instead you went in and caused your team to die basically because they had no way to disengage. Uh, there was another one. Let me think about it. Oh yeah, this one over here, where the Kaisa dies and you just roll in and kill yourself anyway. I mean, Rammus is just a team player champ, so if you're not fed, then you got to play like it. Because he's not the kind of champ that can just carry fights unless he's fed, just like any other tank junglers. But I mean, this game was pretty rough. I don't like this buy. I actually just This build order sucks for this game. Thornmail is good. The Cinder Hulk into Thornmail was fine. Honestly, I think you should have gone Mercs instead of Tabby this game. Because, CC, 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 CC. Like, they have 4 people that have some form of hard crowd control. And then he built Adaptive Helm, which is just shit into their team. You got Righteous Glory when you were dead. And I think Righteous Glory is just good on Rammus in general. I mean, wouldn't have been bad to have. I don't know. I mean, you got the sweeper, your team is warding, that's okay. But a lot of it boils down to that you let the bot lane snowball out of control, and your bot lane didn't help you out by not inting, so that kind of sucks. But at the same time, it's your job to make sure it doesn't happen, because you should know the win cons of these lanes. But I think that's all I've got for this one.